What's up, guys, and welcome to HowChooPhotoshap. Now, the reason it's called HowChoo is because How To was taken. So let's get started. What am I doing? So I'm going to make a new document, and we're going to call it How Photoshap. I don't want to get copyrighted, but that's not my channel name. My channel name is with an O, two O's, CHOO. HowChooPhotoshap. I lied. This is now my channel name. I'm making this video before I even made the channel, so I'm deciding mid-video. This is now my channel name, HowChooPhotoshap. So subscribe. Where did my layers go? Oh man. Window. Layers. I should know the hotkeys by now. F7, in case you guys didn't know, I'm professional. I knew that. I was just testing you. So, I still don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to open up a browser. I actually use Firefox. And I'm going to find something to teach. Whoa, that's bigger than I thought. We got to zoom out. This is the zoom out key in case you guys did not know. We don't need to zoom out that much. Hold shift, and as you see, everything, no matter how high or low you go, everything will completely be in perspective. Because if you don't do that, okay, if you don't hold shift while doing that, you will get something like this. And you don't want to see Obama dance like that. Because you don't. I don't think anyone, you don't want to see a Mr. Skinny Man. And you don't want to see Mr. Wide Obama. Although we're probably going to keep it something like this. Let's see. Just like that. Now we use shift, and as you see, it's keeping it in perspective, just as we wanted. So we're going to put them right there. But we want it to be slightly realistic. Therefore, we just got to make it a little bit darker. Okay, there we go. Now, make it a little bit more skinnier. I don't know which side I want him on. Maybe I just want his hand. I don't even know what I'm doing. So, we got this. Now you may be wondering, what are we doing with this amazing quality picture of Senior Obama Jr.? This is really weird. Okay, this is really weird. Anyways, let's get back to the video that I'm supposed to be making. I don't know what else to add, so I'll just take. Why is it? Okay, we're gonna create a new document, and we're just gonna cut out this whiteness because I just want the ball. Now, we make the ball, wait, before you do anything, you want to right click this thing. And you want to go to, I don't know where the rename is, I'll just double click here. You want to just rename it to ball. And this, you want to name to Obama. Now, take the ball, make sure it's on top of Obama. And convert it to a smart object. Now, for those of you who don't know what smart object is, I don't know where it went. There it is. Think of it as phones. You have the smartphones, and you have the other phones, whatever they're called, Apple products, iPhones, that's what it was. So you have smartphones and iPhones, okay? So think of it as which one's smarter. So you want to do that one. Now we want to hold shift and we want to make it slightly smaller. Now we want to make this look real as possible. So we want to cover his face all the way around. As you see, this already looks professional. If it wasn't, I wouldn't be a teacher. Now, for this next step, we're going to lower the opacity just a little bit, just so we can see through the ball, so we know who we're going to catch. And just for the lulz, I'm just going to make this green, just like that. And again, lower the opacity just a bit. And it looks like we caught him. You want to call this green. But we're going to turn this off. You see the eye? I'll zoom in. Okay. Okay, you see this eye? You want to click that. Now what that does is it made it go away. And if you want it back, you just click it again. See? So, what we want to do is make this realistic. Now we have to convert it back to what it was originally. Now I don't know the proper way of doing it. I don't want it to be a smart object. I do know if you go to some pen or brush tool and you just click, it'll convert it to whatever, and you just click OK, and now you can do stuff to it. So what we want to do is take the balls and we want to go to eraser and make the size of the balls smaller so you can erase, if you catch my drift. So you want to go easy and just erase the balls layer at the neck piece collar. You want it to be right next to the neck so it looks like the ball is actually coming out of the collar. Now you don't want to go too much in. Now I know when we were all younger, we had something called the coloring book app on our iPads. Now this is pretty much your final exam. You want to kind of color it in, except we're not coloring, we're erasing. But you want to color in the erasing of this to make it look as real as possible. I think I'm doing it right. I mean, I know I'm doing it right. Wait. Cut out this. Why is his thumb so huge? Look at this. Look at that thumb. Okay, I think we got it though. So now, if we raise the opacity, it looks like the ball is coming out of his collar. So this makes it look more realistic. Now, some people might tell you to actually, blend it. But honestly, if you want the high definition look, the crisp photo of like his hand being twice as wide as it should be, and the pokeball coming out of his collar, and the bow tie connecting to, like, if you want this to look crispy clean, you just keep it like that. And you just kind of zoom it out a little bit just to make it look a little bit better. But remember, this is a 1080p screen size on here. So, to make this a little bit better, first of all, we're going to add the green again. And for the heck of it, just get like red and just shoot lasers out. Or how, I don't remember how it goes. Is it just like around it? Like, I don't know. But we want to add some Pokemon to make this look a little bit better. So we're going to do the same thing, file new. We're going to call this Charmander. I'm going to put Charmander in here. I'm going to cut him out of the white background everywhere. And then you want to drag him over into HowChooPhotoshap. Subscribe, please. And you want to put them on top of all the layers. And again, you always want to make sure you're naming your layers to what it is, so you never forget. So we put Charmander. And again, convert it to not an iPhone. Make it smaller by holding Shift. And just put it on his shoulder as realistically as possible. Now another thing you can do is when you're in this box with the X in it, you want to hold Control at the corners and just drag the mouse around, and you can make them more into this perspective. So you want to make it as real as possible, so that's probably a better perspective right there. And you want to make everything match slightly, so again, convert it back to iPhone mode, and then go to brightness and just darken him up a little bit. Use legacy if you really want to, but some people prefer to just do it the old-fashioned way. Now as you see, that already makes the picture look twice as better. And then we want to add some more Pokemon, as we were saying, so we're going to go ahead and add a Squirtle. So again, the same process as we did with Charmander. Go to New. Okay. We forgot to rename it. Okay. But next time you'll know. So we paste Charmander in here. Now, as you see, this Charmander is from a different world, dimension, league. No, he's from the new region. He's from a different region. So we gotta fix him up to our standards, because we don't like green Squirtles. We kind of really don't like those people. I mean Squirtles. I mean Pokemon. So we want to do this. We want to take this brush, and again, on a new layer, which we're going to call skin color, we're going to just paint over top of all the green of this squirrel. And we're just going to turn him into the right type of Squirtle that we all know and love. Now, once you colored him in, the next step is again to lower the opacity just a bit. Then you go to the normal. Now this is normal. Now again, we want to make sure we have skin color selected. Then we go to normal. And we don't want it to be normal. We want it to be different. So we scroll through till we find the perfect one. In this case, there we go. We got lighten. So we lighten the skin color just a bit. And then we play around with the opacity again. How much do we want it to be lightened? I think that's good. Now, we want to go to Edit, Adjust, Brightness and Contrast. And just make them a little bit more. There we go. That's more like it. That looks just like the Squirtles. Now, this purple right here needs to be fixed a bit. So you select your eraser tool. Just erase it wherever it's purple to get back his shell and his around his skin. This is going to make it look more realistic, because if it looks like that, it doesn't look as realistic. You know what I mean? So just erase as close as you can to his green skin color, which is now blue. You want to make the eraser tool slightly smaller. There we go. And the last step is you go to New Layer, and you go to, you gotta choose black. Now we all know Squirtles have glasses on. So we're gonna put a circle and a circle. Then we want to make the brush slightly smaller. Then we want to connect the circles. And then add that on the sides. So there we go. A really normal Squirtle. So we want to go to this layer, the original. Cut out the white background. Oh man. And then cut out the skin color on the outside as well. And then cut out anywhere else that there's white in the background and in the skin color. And the last step is you right click on one of them and you do merge visible. So now whatever you move them, everything moves. Now drag him into our main thing and let's just put him into his hand. Now here's going to be a really cool trick I'm going to teach you. How to make it look like President Pokeball here is holding the Squirtle in the palm of his wide hand. So again, lower the opacity tool till you can see the hand. And you want to take the eraser tool and just cut out the fingers. I can't really see, so this isn't going to work out really well. And I think that's good enough. Raise it up, and it looks like he's holding the Squirtle. Can you believe it? This is amazing. And since we have Charmander and Squirtle here, let's add the last one, which is a good old Bulbasaur. Erase the background, drag him over, put him sideways, and just put him on the Pokeball. Yep. So, I really don't know what I'm doing. My whole goal is you guys will leave a comment down below of what you want me to Photoshop specifically, or draw, or make. Because if not, I'll have to keep making videos like this. And we all know we don't want that. Because I have no clue how I ended up with this. But this has been HowChooPhotoshap, and be sure to subscribe. Be sure to thumbs up the video. Yeah.